¡Hola! Hola, amigos. Dadme un segundito que voy a comprobar que pues suene el sonido del juego y todo. Vale, yo creo que suena bien. O sea, me refiero, no he tocado nada. Bueno, mientras que estaba haciendo los directos sin voz, obviamente lo de los decibelios para que el juego suene menos y a mí se me escuche más. Pero yo creo que se me escucha el juego bastante bien como para bajar los decibelios un poco más. Lo voy a poner en 6 y lo voy probando, ¿vale? A ver, propiedades, decibelios, 6. O sea, porque a unas malas lo único que puedo hacer es... Señora, cállese un segundo que estoy hablando. Lo único que puedo hacer es bajar, o sea, lo de los decibelios del juego, ponerlo a 0 y bajo el volumen del propio juego. Eso sí puedo hacerlo. Es una tontería como un piano, pero ya me entendéis. Del propio juego. Eso sí puedo. Creo que se escucha bien, ¿no? A mí sé que se me escucha, ¿vale? Porque hay veces que se pone la barrita esta en roja. Y os tengo que destrozar literalmente los tímpanos. Vale. Nada, estaba comprobando que funcionase bien todo. Veo que funciona bien todo, pues Arlío. Bueno, lo dejamos justamente... no sé, ¿vale? Lo dejamos. Estuve haciendo cosas y tal. Nos lo vamos a pasar lo más rápido posible, ¿vale? Porque no me quiero tirar 73 horas jugando a este juego. Así que lo que... Bueno, aquí no es. ¿Dónde es? Así que lo que voy a hacer es poner el juego en fácil. Es que fíjate, es que el nivel de dificultad... Yo me lo pasé en difícil el juego, ¿eh? O sea, yo me pasé el puto juego en difícil. Por cierto, la primera vez que me paso este juego en difícil. Porque yo siempre que me lo paso en normal. Suficiente, me refiero. Lo vamos a poner en la historia y punto, simplemente para tardar lo menos posible, ¿vale? Porque no me quiero tirar 300 horas, vaya. Bueno, lo del Winter me da igual. Esto creo que no toqué nada, lo de la configuración y... Creo que está todo por defecto, ¿no? Lo que sí quiero quitar es la sincronización vertical. Si quito la sincronización vertical, ¿sube o se queda ahí? Es lo que no sé. Va a 60, la verdad. Bueno, a lo mejor aquí porque estoy en la ciudad esta puede ser. No sé. A ver, que me tengo que acordar de los controles de este juego, ¿vale? Ya para empezar. Bueno, es verdad, el set este de armadura creo que es el más tocho, entre comillas, porque como me instalé un mod para el tema de armaduras, y como me subí al nivel 100 prácticamente con trucos y esas mierdas, pues tengo prácticamente, creo que todo, ¿veis? Nivel 97, nivel 97, incluso creo que las espadas, nivel 98, nivel 8... Bueno, esta es 89, pero bueno. Yo creo, aunque bueno, la ballesta realmente la vamos a usar poquito, yo creo que prácticamente vamos bastante bien en temas de traje. O sea, en temas de equipo y tal, yo creo que vamos bastante bien. Para poder avanzar, vaya. Vale, luego tendríamos aquí que son las expansiones. No sé exactamente cómo de largas son. No sé, a ver, sé que por lo menos 4 o 5 horas nos tiraremos. Eso lo tengo muy claro, ¿vale? Así que, pues eso. Vamos a ir a... No, tenemos que ir a Novigrado. Puedo ir directamente... Bueno, es verdad, tengo el mod este de viajar rápido. Que también me lo puse, que yo sigo sin... A ver, tienes viaje rápido, pero no rollo donde quieras, sino que tienes que ir a un poste y de ese poste viajas a donde quieras. O sea, técnicamente hay viaje rápido. Lo único que es mucho más cómodo en el momento donde estés directamente ir aquí. Por comodidad, vaya. No por nada en concreto. Vale, ¿qué tal se escucha este? Vale, veo que se escucha bien. Bueno, aquí empezamos el DLC, así que...
Need a bow to accompany me to a friend's wedding. Willing to trade a leaky pot for a cart? Who writes these notices?
A lo mejor me va a tocar mirar el este desde el móvil.
Monster? What kind?
Big, bad, ugly, squatching in the sewers. If you're interested, drop by the Garren estate. Ask for OLGIERD von EVEREC. He's the one ordered this posted.
Vale, que estaba mirando... Estaba mirando desde el móvil que se escuchase bien. Y la verdad que se escucha bien tanto el juego como a mí. Que me escucha bien. Es este, ¿no? A ver, espérate. Que me tengo que acordar de los controles. Vale, creo que realmente quitarlo de la sincronización vertical ha sido una mala idea. ¿Juego? No. Está todo en alto, ¿verdad? Sí. ¿Veis? Ahora ya va más o menos clavado a 60. Y así no tengo que estar yo haciendo cosas raras. A mí lo que me hace gracia es esto de los caminos, que de repente te metes así, rollo por mitad del campo y tú... Vale. Sí. O sea, no tiene... no sé. Le veo como un poco... Como muy poco de sentido, rollo, que de repente me pongas el camino así. Así que, bueno, en fin, da igual. Vamos a jugar en fácil, vamos a ir lo más rápido posible. Cuando estemos en conversaciones vamos a ir directamente a la respuesta que esté en amarillo, simplemente para continuar. Y si veo que me empieza a dar toda la pereza del mundo escuchar conversaciones, nos las vamos saltando y ya. No quisiera, por lo menos lo que es el tema de historia, que ahora sí eso lo voy a poner ahí en el teléfono, ¿vale? Lo de la guía. Ahora cuando estemos hablando con el señor este, pongo ahí lo de la guía. Y mucho más cómodo, vaya. Yo espero que el próximo de Witcher, que ya se ha anunciado y tal, que lo van a hacer con el Unreal Engine y tal, espero sinceramente que esté muchísimo mejor todo. O sea, porque la navegación está automática, que yo simplemente dejo pulsado el botón y va siguiendo los puntitos automáticamente el caballo. O sea, esto se buguea, pero como si le fuese la vida en ello. Vale, voy a poner ahora, mientras que está la cinemática esta.
Hi, mate. Your mug's not familiar. What is it you want?
Looking for OLGIERD von EVEREC.
Ah, that'll be inside.
OLGIERD von EVEREC. I'm looking for him.
En teoría son 8 misiones. Porque luego el resto ya son secundarias. O sea, estamos en las primeras víctimas del mal. Luego son 8.
I was told I'd
O sea, que son poquitas misiones, vaya, pero vamos, son poquitas misiones, pero como vamos a estar seguramente hablando y nos vamos a tirar 300 millones de horas, por lo menos 4 o 5 horas se nos van a ir tranquilamente, ¿eh?
So maybe you can make up for that and help me, brother.
Something tells me you and me have got different mums.
All right, Ungus, you've had your fun. I'm OLGIERD. Tell me, what brings you here?
No, I'm all geared.
You? Not likely. I'm all geared.
You folk are a hoot and all, and I'd love to stay for more laughs, but time's short.
Whoa, shit just got serious.
Hear about the monster in the sewers. Seems OLGIERD von EVEREC offered a bounty on it.
Shit was serious from the start. Goes without saying with a Witcher.
How's that?
The purge you lot of emotion. It's why you're all stiff. Hey? You think they shoved a long pike up your arse?
All right, Master Witcher. Jests are done. Whether the good bit as it is, I'm impressed. Come on, I'll take you to OLGIERD.
El único problema es que creo que, si no recuerdo mal, en este DLC tenías que investigar como 2 o 3 cuadros y tenías que entrar dentro de los cuadros y hacer como un puzzle. Creo recordar, a lo mejor me estoy equivocando. Y por eso realmente este DLC como que se alarga un poquito, pero bueno, como vamos a intentar ir lo más rápido posible, pues me da igual, vaya.
Ottoman, sir. You've a guest.
Do you know what types of sculptures fetch the best prices? Statues of deities, busts of kings, and nudes. And what have we here? A naked wench. What do you think of her?
Sí, por favor.
Too sober for that sort of conversation. Rather talk about the contract.
Ah, a man of action. Plain to see. I used to like Botticelli. The life he could breathe into a chunk of cold stone. But I look at it now, and it seems just a rock, ideally proportioned. Not a flaw on its surface. Painfully perfect. As lifeless and boring as a boulder at the roadside.
Oh, por...
That's better. More interesting, at the least. Very well. And now to the matter at hand. Let's rejoin the company. Partake of some refreshment first.
Ataman OLGIERD, long may he live! Long live the Ataman! Long live the Ataman!
Te cayó la botella.
Come and drink with us!
Well, we haven't a choice now.
Bueno, mientras que no esté haciendo nada, voy a dejar el mando en la mesa porque es que te tiran 3 horas en cinemáticas.
Fetch us some wine, dear. And a nibble or two.
Monster in the sewers. Know anything more?
I've no clue what it is. Only that it's deadly. I'd not have bothered had my cook not become its victim. Oh, the way she prepared game had no equal.
That why she was in the sewers? To fetch game?
Nay. She went to a fair with a sister or cousin, matters not. Daft wench convinced her a prince transformed into a toad lives in the Oxenfurt sewers. And you know women. Each craves a prince.
Este era el de... que no me acuerdo, tío. No, es que la última vez que jugué hace un par de años. Creo que la última vez que jugué este juego fue en el 2019. O en el 2020. Este creo que era... O sea, no era una bestia, era una rana que había sido transformada, que era una persona.
Is that any way to treat the lord of the manor's daughter?
Magia oscura de esa, rara. Creo, a lo mejor me estoy equivocando.
Apologies. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the contract. So,
Creo, es que no me
you'll take
acuerdo. Hola. Chico, que me des el trabajo ya. 7 minutos hablando contigo.
it? Bring me its head, and the reward shall be yours.
Era un sapo gigante, sí. Pues es que yo hace 2 años que juego a esto. No me acuerdo. A ver. A 1500 metros. Tampoco lejos.
Hey, you! Post papers!
No me dejan, ¿eh?
Names
Quiero
12.
avanzar, pero no me dejan.
But I'm gonna call you post papers. That a problem?
Get to the point.
Got an offer. Potentially lucrative post papers. Someone's
Yo hace
killed
menos lo
me.
retransmití completo.
Name was
Ah, guay, no me había salido. Bueno,
You're to figure out
es que yo
who
las
did it,
notificaciones de
then
Twitch
cut
las
the
tengo
bugger's
desactivadas
head
en
off.
general, pero...
Keep talking.
Clivert dealt Fistech.
La
A
cara
few
fantasmal,
days
gen.
past he
Sí.
rode to Bowden to take a delivery. Never came
Es que desde que terminé
Been there.
el juego
Actually
hasta ahora,
seen this
quiero
course.
pasármelo, vaya, quiero desinstalar este juego ya.
No. But Clivert was
Hasta que no
one
salga el
damned
nuevo dentro de
reliable
25
lawsuit.
años, no quiero
We was
tocar
to
más de
meet.
Witch.
He didn't show. Can only mean he's dead. Find the bastard who did this. Find him and kill him. I'll pay top coin.
Need to think it through.
Clivert's got a scar on his forehead, not unlike yours. Spot that, you'll know it's his body.
Said I'd think about it.
Know what, puss peeps? One look at a bloke and I know what he's made of. You'll do what I ask. I bet anything on it. Look for me in Oxenfurt. The Alchemy Inn on the main square.
Si no voy a hacer ninguna misión secundaria, no sé para qué me das cosas. Para mí uno de mis juegos, de mis 5 juegos favoritos. Para mí poco, la verdad. Me gusta, porque me mola los RPGs. Pero... no. Está en un top, pero... no entre los 10. Vale, podré ir aquí directamente, ¿verdad? Sí. Para gusto los colores, exacto. O sea, a mí me gusta, obviamente. Creo que esta es la 4ª o 5ª vez que me paso este juego, me refiero. Pero... no. Ah, mira. Ah, vale, se ha bugueado la... Eso me hace mucha gracia. Se buguea la cámara porque voy subiendo en el caballo. ¿Ya? Ahora. Los mods que rompen el juego. Cinemática. No me acordaba de las 77 millones de cinemáticas que tiene este juego.
You there? Please wait. You're Geralt of Rivia, are you not?
Depends who's asking.
Revenue and Customs for occupied Temeria, Dorian branch, represented by yours truly, Deputy Tax Enumerator Walter Mitte.
Honored, I guess. What seems to be the problem?
In brief, undeclared income.
Excuse me.
Quiero recordar que te lo comenté en su momento, que uso los mods para cambiar
But
cosas
over
que
the
no me
last
gustan en
months,
los
you've come into a
juegos.
great deal of coin.
Creo que puede ser, no
So
te voy a
quickly
decir...
it's raised suspicions.
No te voy a decir que no. Yo, a ver, yo realmente los mods que tengo son... Bueno, ahora te los enseño. Tardo menos en enseñártelo. Por cierto, si tienes Twitch Prime, hasta hoy gratis la trilogía de Mass Effect. Tengo los 3 juegos que regalan ya. O sea, los tengo ya activados desde que pusieron... Desde que me llegó el mensajito al...
Profession?
Witcher.
Al
Sole
email.
proprietorship, service sector, type of services rendered.
Los tengo
Rat-based
ya.
monster removal.
Los tengo
Moving
cogidos
on.
ya.
Have you at any time engaged in the wholesale trade of rawhide in the White
Que
Orchard
está
area?
guay, o sea, realmente que te regalen directamente el remaster de los 3 está muy bien, la verdad.
Is
No sé,
some kind of joke?
no sé qué está
Of course
diciendo, pero...
not.
Right. Next. During the current fiscal year, have you engaged in the acquisition of bivalves with the express intention of selling the pearls therein?
Even if I have, what's wrong with that?
Article 86, Section 3 of the Tax Code. Whosoever purchases goods at an unseemly low price
No sé
the seller's ignorance
no sé qué está
shall be
pasando ahora
subject to
mismo.
a fine equaling 200% of the earnings from any such a transaction. Sound familiar? And now, please answer. Have you or have you not dealt in said pearls?
Vale.
No, never done anything.
Puede que
of
los
the
juegue en
sort.
directo, para mí la historia de
Butcher's
los
honor.
más F es la mejor y más
For the
épica
final
de cualquier videojuego.
Have
Yo es que nunca los he jugado.
lawfully acquired
O sea, el
unknown
único-
movable goods? Chattels.
Meaning.
El inspector de Hacienda, sí.
Meaning.
Creo que el único Mass
Have you
Effect
ever
que yo he
waltzed
jugado
into
y
someone's
me
home
gustó,
and
y me
taken
gustó
something
más de lo que yo
without their
esperaba,
permission?
fue el Andrómeda.
Gotta be kidding.
Porque creo que me lo regalaron o algo así.
I'm pleased to hear you abide by your guild
Y yo dije,
bylaws.
Y me lo pasé y dije,
If you
pues
could
está
wait
guay.
for one moment, compare column B to table 7.
Creo.
Apply the
Bueno,
rate
creo
for
no.
confirmed
Sí.
childless bachelors, a tax credit of 7.3% for practitioners of hazardous professions. It adds up to the crown. I say good
Pero
sir,
los
you are
originales no los
exceptional,
algo he visto.
It'd be
Los
rude to
memes y
disagree.
esas cosas que
In
suelen
these
salir,
times,
pero no los he
such
jugado.
civic virtue is a rarity.
Los 3 originales son mucho
It
mejores, al menos
must
el
be
2 y el 3.
commended.
No te puedo decir porque no lo sé. Si los juego en algún momento, pues
What's this?
sí.
A diploma.
El Andrómeda lo abandonaron de muy mala manera, esa historia tenía
The
mucho
title of
potencial.
taxpayer in good
Es que
standing.
como yo simplemente entré a
I suggest you
ese,
frame it, hang it in a
y
place
a mí,
of
bueno,
honor.
quitando animaciones
Congratulations.
faciales y cosas raras que hacía el juego, porque, joder, las cositas raras que hacía el juego, a mí me gustó, o sea, me lo pasé genial, la verdad. O sea, no tuve ningún problema con ese juego, la verdad, y vi que lo regalaban los 3 y dije, ah, pues mira. Pues mira, lo de los mods que tengo yo son, uno es de lo de los viajes rápidos, que simplemente en vez de tener que ir a un poste de estos, le doy al poste y viajo automáticamente. Que eso debería venir de base, pero bueno, no que te tengas que ir aquí, pero bueno, ese. Otro que tengo es el de... Otro que tengo es el de Henry, que simplemente nada, cambia el modelado. Otro es el de las espadas, que lo puedes poner en la cintura, pero que no lo uso. Y otro es el de la... Bueno, el dinero, eso son trucos, créeme. Y luego está el de las capitas. Este de aquí. Y este, ya está. Es que no tengo más, o sea, algo que cambie así drásticamente el juego, no. O sea, mecánicamente no tengo nada que cambie el juego. Casi todo es visual. ¿Y si me tiro?
Life kick you in the ass. Not enough. Terrible beast.
Todo es visual lo que tengo yo de mods. Y lo del nivel, que lo tienes justamente arriba, lo que pone nivel 100 y lo del dinero simplemente son trucos con un programa, Ya está. Que te lo pones dinero infinito y experiencia infinita y ya está. Pero vamos, que yo lo de la... Lo del dinero y lo de la experiencia me lo puse cuando me pasé el juego. O sea, una vez que yo terminé, creo que fue en el directo 9. Creo. Que me pasé ya el juego. Lo subí. Si te soy sincero, en las partidas que hice offline yo también pillaba dinero con trucos, pero en el online descubrí una zona de farmeo usando las piedras de vacas. Sí. Hombre, si lo juegas, por ejemplo, en consola es un pelín más complicado. O sea, rollo, utilizar un programa para ponerte un multiplicador o lo que sea es mucho más complicado en consola. Ahí en consola tienes que tirar de trucos y fallos que tenga el propio juego. Pero es que en PC es muy fácil, literalmente. O sea, es que tú pones literalmente en internet, pones... Hablas en PC, sí, ya, sí, sé que estabas hablando de PC, pero digo que en consola es mucho más complicado. Y... Es que tú pones en PC cualquier juego, yo que sé, en este caso de Witcher, pones de Witcher 3 trucos o experiencia infinita y es que te salen 50.000 páginas de programa. O sea, es que es... ¿Es una cosa mala? Sí, por supuesto. Pero es que ya después de pasarse este juego 5 veces, tener que farmear dinero, dices tú, no. Y ahí está, sí, creo que el dinero me lo puse para comprar la armadura esta que llevo. Y ya está, no he gastado más.
Oh, no, you don't. Hear me. Don't you dare.
Está por estar, básicamente.
Don't do this to me.
Shani,
Geralt?
what are you doing here?
Trying to save his life. Help me.
Shani,
Es un
calm
single player y
down.
los trucos que eso es una ofensa a tercero.
I'm
A
sure
ver,
something
eso
can
está
be
claro,
done.
obviamente.
Let it go.
Obviamente,
Damn it.
hasta ese punto dices, hombre, a ver, es un juego single player, lo que haga me va a afectar a
You
mí.
did all you could.
Eso sí, vaya.
Thanks, Geralt.
Pocas veces suelo utilizar yo trucos. Y si utilizo trucos es más que otra cosa para ponerme dinero
Good to
infinito.
see you.
Para simplemente avanzar más rápido. O sea, no por nada en especial, ¿eh?
Where'd you go?
Pero pocas veces suelo usar yo trucos.
Long story short, I've been treating the sick and wounded as always, mainly at my clinic in Oxenfurt. But in Redania, I'm called on to help the army at times as well.
I'll want to hear the long story long too.
Hombre, si es la primera... A ver,
Sure.
si es la primera vez que, por ejemplo, te pasas este juego, si fuese el caso de que yo fuese la primera vez que me estoy pasando este juego, pues obviamente no usaría nada, pero después de 4 veces que me he pasado el juego, la quinta vez que me lo he pasado es como, venga, vale, voy a ponerme esto para avanzar más rápido, porque no me quiero tirar 300 horas más.
Why'd they send you down here? Only if it's not confidential, of course.
I need a venom sample from the beast that prowls these sewers. It doesn't just kill those who come down here, you know. The water in so many wells is contaminated. Folk are getting ill. Redanian soldiers among them.
Madre mía, y voy por la primera misión del DLC todavía, Y son 8 misiones. Me voy a morir. Llevo 28 minutos de directo y solamente voy por la primera misión.
You saw what it
Para
can
matarlo.
do.
I'm a big girl, Geralt. I can take care of myself. And you know I'll get my way, so don't try and talk me out of anything.
Fine, your choice. So show me where the monster attacked you.
This way.
Grading's badly
¿Por qué me vas a
bent.
enseñar nada si
Something
ya voy yo
large struck
directamente,
it
señor?
with a lot of momentum.
I shut it.
Glad it held up. Monster might still find a way around it.
Puta. Es que andas 5 metros y ya te salta otra cinemática. Tengo miedo del nuevo de Witcher, ¿eh? Cuando salga dentro de un par de años tengo miedo, porque madre mía, o sea, es que va a ser una locura.
Miklas. Poor boys.
Beast doesn't play around, apparently.
Mientras que no salga como el desastre de Cyberpunk.
What exactly happened?
We came in here and Miklas started looking for tracks. Then
Yo creo que puede
Franz-
tener...
The men made quick work of them. But Franz was injured.
Puede tener buen juego, la verdad, pero...
He and I stayed behind. I tried to bandage him up while Nals stood watch. Then that beast appeared. Nals pushed me towards the exit and ran at the monster. I turned around and saw him lying there, covered in a sticky substance. I ran back to get him, then dragged him to where you found us.
Where was the monster?
Well, Miklas and Vern had driven it away from us. And paid dearly for it.
Managed to get a look at what attacked you?
Everything happened so fast. I didn't get a good look, no. Only saw it from behind.
Joder, es que se tiran 3
I
horas
know it
hablando.
was large and slimy.
Gotta look around.
A ver, voy a mirar que vaya
Have you
bien
patched
todo.
up? Is he here?
Franz?
A ver.
I don't see him. Think the monster might have dragged him off?
Could have. Beast probably crawled in or out through here. It's deep.
Lower level of the sewers has been closed off for years. But Vern, the commander, had a skeleton key.
See if I can't find it.
Me parece que va bien todo. Vale.
I'm fine.
I can't get down this way. I'll look for something else.
No tenía yo... Iba a decir, juraría que yo tenía una...
Be careful.
Oye, ¿por qué no saca la...? Ah, vale. Iba a decir, ¿por qué no saca la antorcha?
What now?
Espérate, que no me acuerdo cómo se esquiva en este juego. Ah, vale, con este. Que llevo ya mucho tiempo sin jugar. ¿Alguien más? Ah, vale. Que lo mismo les tendría que echar juego, pero como voy con la antorcha, está un poco complicado utilizar magias.
Geralt, are you all right?
No.
I'm fine. You? How'd you get in here?
I told you, Vern had a key to the grate. Look, it's bronze.
Como si le conociese,
What's
¿sabes?
left of him, you mean?
What kind of beast would do that?
Interesting.
What?
Franz had a leg wound, right?
Mm-hmm. Just above the knee.
Managed to apply anything to it?
Yes. Some spirit.
Ya,
That was
¿en
it.
qué DLC es lo de...? Ahora que se me ha venido a la cabeza, ¿en qué DLC es lo de que tienes que recoger las habas?
Monster must have chewed it off.
Que estás como una especie de
Other bodies were
cuento.
untouched,
Creo que es en el
except for
otro,
the ones they
¿verdad?
sustained in battle.
No, porque toda esa zona me acuerdo que era súper larga.
The beast likes alcohol?
Hostia, ahora estoy dudando, ¿eh?
Mixed with blood. Doubt we'll learn anything else
En
here.
el otro, ¿no?
We need to find the lair.
Me acuerdo que esa zona literalmente era súper larga. ¿En la fábula esfera? Pues es que... Bueno, a menos lo que es en el siguiente, pero... Me acuerdo de esa zona súper larga.
Dead drowners everywhere.
Vaya. Es que me hace gracia esto, lo de andas 5 metros, cinemática.
Decaying corpses,
Andas 5
slime
metros,
everywhere,
cinemática.
and that stench.
Maravilloso.
This has to be the lair.
Es lo malo de los RPGs.
Fresh and moist. Beast was just here.
I'll collect my sample.
All the tunnels and corridors converge here.
What now?
Need to lure the beast.
How? We don't even know what kind of monster it is.
But we do know it likes a blend of blood and liquor. Just so happens I've got some alcohol on me.
Vaya, qué casualidad.
Well, I hope you don't plan to cut yourself or...
Relax. Plenty
Me hace
of
gracia, por
bodies
casualidad
waiting
llevo
for
esto,
them.
no sé de cuánto y tú. Eres un brujo, lo tienes que llevar casi.
I'll get to work.
Verás.
I doubt I'd be much help in the fight, but...
Bueno, no vamos a tener problema para matarlo, así
I'll
que...
look for a hiding place.
You'd be better off waiting for me up top, or back home.
But...
No buts. Wait in the passage for now if you have to, though I'd rather you didn't. But when the monster shows, you run for the surface.
Fine.
Shawnee, look at me. Promise you'll stay out of it.
I promise.
¿Para qué? Si le vas a meter 2 espadazos y le vas a
Now
matar.
go hide.
Be careful,
Y en lo
Geralt.
que le mete los 2 espadazos no le da tiempo ni siquiera a salir. Y ya está, te da igual. Es una ranita chiquita. Súper normal, ¿sabes? Ahora te pones de rodillas, meditas y esperas. ¿Ves? Pero es que anda que dices te alejas y te escondes o te pones... No, no, ahí, ¿sabes? 5 metros más para atrás de donde acabas de echar la cosa esa. No se te ve. Es invisible. Hostia, ahora que ha salido lo de las ratas, es verdad, lo de la plaga de Tail, que sale en octubre. Y a mí se me acaba en septiembre el Game Pass. ¿Lo voy a tener que renovar? Me da mucha pereza. Voy a tener que renovarlo para jugarlo. Catis. Sap. Para ver. Cálmese. Que tengo que acordarme. O sea, da todo el ascazo del universo, No, que tengo el escudo este, tío. ¡Para! Madre mía, 73 saltitos. Claro, es que a quién se le ocurre. Es que las ha absorbido bien, porque te ha caído... O sea, se ha restregado la mierda esa. Hombre, a ver. En mi defensa voy a tener que decir que yo no he visto de que era un ser humano, así que... Los bosses de este DLC son los más duros del juego, pero vamos, tampoco tienen mucha complicación. Hombre, contando que llevo las 2 espadas de nivel 97 y he puesto el juego en fácil, simplemente para avanzar lo más rápido posible, no creo que supongan un problema. Pero sí, cuando me lo pasé en normal, alguno me costó, la verdad. Sobre todo el vampiro del otro DLC. El que luchas al final, ese me costó, pero como si me fuese la vida en ello. Pero nada, no van a suponer prácticamente ningún problema.
Don't remember signing on as a sailor. Oh, you didn't, mate. They dragged you aboard. Seems you killed their prince.
Damn it, don't remember a thing. Just some
Yo creo que en fácil... Y creo que las armas estas que son nivel 97, que no sé cuánto tienen de daño, 1000 y pico, 1500 o algo así, a lo mejor me estoy pasando. No creo que sea un problema. Yo tuve que subir la dificultad a pesadilla porque me resultaba muy fácil. Usando Queen las peleas se hace fácil. Sí, usando el Queen se hace muy fácil. Y si encima potencias más el Queen, más todavía. Yo la última vez que me pasé el juego me lo pasé en difícil. Y esta vez... me lo paso en difícil, lo único que ahora lo he bajado a fácil para tardar menos, pero... es que es un paseo este juego en difícil. A lo mejor la primera vez que juegas se te hace complicado, pero después de varias veces... jugar en difícil es como si jugases en normal. No notas dificultad. Así es.
Told us to shut up. There's been a misunderstanding. Can I talk to your captain?
Creo que yo he acabado el juego en nivel 47, 48, casi 50. He acabado el juego base en difícil y me ha parecido un paseo. Yo pensaba que el Eredin, el boss final me iba a costar, pero no. Simplemente le pegas un par de golpes, te pones el Queen, te alejas, le pegas un par de golpes y ya está. Es que no hay más. No sé por qué lo intentas, si realmente no. ¡Que no sé lo que dices! Traductor, por favor. ¿No me podéis traer un intérprete? ¿No tenéis intérprete aquí?
Said to sit quiet, and that you'll hang in 2 weeks. And then he added something like, "We'll see who's in the mood for jokes then."
Why?
Es que no sé lo que he dicho.
That you wanted his auntie's hat. That was the gist, and he wrote.
Great.
Give it a rest. No point talking to that lot. All you get's angry gurgles.
A mí lo que me hace gracia es que técnicamente eres un brujo,
Fish. What's it they're called?
There anyone here who speaks common?
pero no puedes escapar de una celda.
There's this
O
mercenary.
sea, matas monstruos.
Tadanian to me. He's the one recruited me to show him through the
Matas
sewers.
monstruos, pero no puedes escapar de una celdita.
And the mage what leads the
No tiene sentido.
Heard him talking. But I doubt either will talk to you.
Porque yo al pavo este, en mitad de una conversación, ha hecho así con el dedo y se ha metido en la mente del otro. Rollo. Chico, ¿eres tonto?
Sleep's not what I need. Someone I could
A uno de esos le dices, obedéceme, ábreme la puerta y te abre la puerta. ¿Para qué te das la señal de ar? Exacto. Hostia, ¿cómo se llamaba este? ¿El Bandín?
I remember. We met in
No me acuerdo cómo se llamaba este. Es Odín, casi. Pues sí, o Axia. Es que... Oh vaya, soy un brujo, pero cuando necesito usar las habilidades de verdad no las voy a usar. Es que es muy bueno. Es que no tiene sentido. El señor espejo.
How'd you get in here?
Long story, it'd bore you. I'd prefer to focus on something more useful, like getting you off this ship. Because you do wish to disembark, do you not?
Yeah, sure. But what on earth could you?
Oh, more than you'd ever expect. I shall help you, Geralt. But before I do, I must know you'll return the favor.
Porque creo que no te deja...
Can't possibly get something for nothing.
Indeed.
Creo que no te deja elegir otra opción. Bueno, al final creo que le puedes matar, si no recuerdo mal.
So, do you want my help?
O sea, tenías la opción de no matarle o la opción de matarle. Yo le mataba siempre.
Once it's all over, we shall meet at midnight at the crossroads, neath the willows near the village of Yantra. Ah, and I must give you something to remember me by.
O le matabas en la otra zona.
What's that?
A mark to show we're associates.
¿Es una broma? ¿Es una broma?
Who you gabbing with?
With no one.
Me acaba de poner la mitad de la cara de payaso. No es una broma, ¿no?
Not one bit.
Los mods.
I heave like devils.
Eso...
Make me stomach churn.
Eso seguramente será por el mod del modelado de Henry. Seguro. Porque en el juego original te pone una marquita y ya está, ¿eh? No te pone la cara en plan payaso. La mejor opción es no matar a alguien. Nunca lo he matado. Pero se supone que ese pavo no puede morir. Es inmortal, ¿no? Porque yo recuerdo que a ese pavo le cortas el cuello en una pelea y luego se lo vuelve a poner. Y tú... ¡Ah! Entonces, creo que no. Porque si no le matas, haces una misión esta y puedes conseguir 2 pedazos de arma esta. Ah, bueno, eso a mí me da igual. Pero a Algir creo que nunca le he matado. Al final del DLC vuelve a ser montado.
We deliver live this one. Apart from all else, The hell the king is sure
Me aparece otro juego ahora de repente.
I usually see
What kind of
carring, flaying, and watering
Y es que lo de la cara me hace mucha gracia.
for regicide and heads.
Yo no sé para qué tiene magias. Es que todavía sigo sin entenderlo. ¿Por qué no lanzas un Igni o un...? ¿Por qué? No te gusta, no va contigo. Ah, bueno, que también los mata a ellos. Dios, qué asco la gente de eso. Y esa pintura en la cara, ¿a qué es graciosa? ¡Tú, cacho asquerosa! Ven aquí. Ah, que me he muerto. Lo de la pintura en la cara es básicamente... Y eso que es tan fácil el juego, cuidado. Lo de la pintura en la cara es porque en vez de ponerte la marquita que te pone en el otro juego, sin lo de... Me imagino que es por el modelado de Henry. Que en vez de ponerte lo que es la marquita, pues te pone la cara en plan payaso. Supongo, porque no he puesto ningún mod para poner pinturas faciales ni nada, O sea, no he puesto nada de eso. Odio los escudos en los juegos. A mí me da mucho asco. Quiero matar al... mago mierdas ese. Quítense del medio. Es que no da. ¿Cómo llegó hasta el mago? A ver, espérate. Yo no recuerdo esta pelea tan bestia, Ah. Que te mueras ya, desgraciado. Joder, tiene mejores abilities que yo. Anda, a tomar por... Es que... Lo de la cara es muy bueno, Es la marca que te pone el otro, solo que, pues, en vez de ser una marca en plan un símbolo, pues es... Pues, el cara payaso, le vamos a llamar ahora. Oye, iba a decir mis cosas. ¿Dónde está? Aquí. Gracias. Es que lo gracioso es que no lo puedo quitar. O sea, no tengo... O sea, aquí... O sea, tengo solamente lo de las armas. No tengo la lista de... Si no lo quitaba, simplemente por visual, pero... Es bastante gracioso. No voy a engañar a nadie. O sea, me esperaba de todo, menos que literalmente tuviese la cara... La mitad de la cara como un payaso. Ah, bueno, espérate. Si puedo... Puedo hacer viajes rápidos. Vale, sí. Que voy con el caballo como si me fuese la vida en ella cuando... ¡Baja! Es que lo bueno va a ser en las cinemáticas. Es que no puedo. No puedo. Lo bueno va a ser en las cinemáticas. Es que va a ser muy bueno en las cinemáticas. Para allá. Que me sale casi más rentable hacerlo así. Ah, medianoche. Aquí. Madre mía, llevo una hora, llevo 51 minutos y no he salido de la primera misión todavía. Es que no puedo. O sea, es que me voy a tirar 3 horas para hacer esto. Yo creo que voy a hacer, dependiendo de cuánto tiempo tarde, creo que hago 4 misiones y luego otras 4. Es que si no, no me da. Lo más gracioso que me he encontrado en este juego es ir encima de Sardinilla y el caballo con las 2 patas traseras levantadas sin tocar el suelo, corriendo como si nada, yendo a 2 patas. A mí no me ha pasado nada de eso. Yo he visto que, por ejemplo, se subía a algún tejado, rollo rompiendo la física. Pero rollo de ir montado en él y que haga cosas raras, ¿no?
Humans, elves, dwarves, all races. You really must explain that to me one day. As for the here and now, tell me, how'd you manage with your theories?
Ahora que lo pienso, ¿la pintura esa es la de la película del Joker? La última esta que hicieron, que es un... A la gente le gusta, a mí no, es un desastre.
Well, can't say I remember you helping me that much. Storm broke out. Ship smashed into some rocks.
Is that what you believe? You're more a die-hard.
Parece el Joker, parece el Joker.
So it's not gratitude that's brought you here.
A ver, voy a mirar la última película del Joker.
Curiosity's done the job. I adore that.
Yo sabré decirte porque no la he visto.
It gives birth
Yo es que la última tampoco.
fascinating tales.
O sea, la última esta que hicieron no, a mí no me termina de convencer.
What's that about?
A ver.
It's about a man, worse than most. A vulgar, despicable man with a heart of stone.
Ah, pues sí. Sí, o sea, la pintura que lleva es de la película esta. Bien.
Really think this will interest me? Any reason why?
He's wronged you as
Okay.
well. His name is OLGIERD von EVEREC.
What did he do to you?
Before I reveal this, I'd like to make one thing very clear. OLGIERD von EVEREC did willfully and maliciously conspire to cause you to kill a man who might have been cured. Had I not intervened, you would have lost your head for this. Do you know why he did it? Because he's a degenerate monster in human flesh who feeds on the pain and suffering of others.
Well, you clearly don't like him. What did he do to you?
He and I made a pact. A pact under which I called on my many talents and associates to give him what he desired. And now the time's come to pay. Yet, he shirks his obligation.
Need me to collect a debt? I'm not some hired muscle.
Muscle is not what this requires. It needs a soul intelligent and clever. An individual who fears no dare. Someone like you.
Pure flattery, that.
Of course it is.
Uy.
After all, I am a traveling merchant, but make no mistake.
No pensaba que se iba a parar el juego.
Many interesting wares on offer.
Wares like?
Surfeit. Abundance for the body and soul. You will lack neither food nor drink. As a witcher, you might desire weapons supreme. I can offer you those.
Es que no puedo. Es que cada vez que le enfoca justamente en la parte donde está técnicamente la marca que le ha puesto el pavo este, es que no puedo con la pintura esa. No puedo. A ver, que sería tan fácil como simplemente quitar el mod de Henry Cavill para que esté el modelo normal y ya está, pero es que no sé, me hace mucha gracia. Henry el Clown. Vamos a llamarlo. Es que no puedo, es que es muy bueno.
Call yourself a man of many talents. Can't you take care of this?
Therein lies the catch. Our pact states that before I can collect my due, I must yet fulfill 3 wishes for von EVEREC. But I cannot fulfill them myself directly, making use instead of a... how shall I put it? A proxy.
So what you need's a sucker.
What I need is an ally. And something tells me I shall find none better than you.
What do you expect me to do?
Los premios eran la cornucopia con comida infinita.
Then
La jarra con vodka infinita, dinero y también la montura de sanilla que aturda a los enemigos cercanos y tiene más estamina para el caballo. Ah. El de la comida está guay, pero lo del caballo también.
Right. Specifics now.
Realmente de los premios el más útil es el de la silla. Hombre, pues sí. La verdad.
He does. He may ask 3 things of us, yet we won't know what they are until we see him.
Fine. I'll go see OLGIERD with you, but no promises.
That is all I ask.
Now remove the damn mark.
Naturally. Just as soon as you complete your task. Go. You will not regret it. We shall meet there. I've a matter to attend to along the way.
Another debt to
El
collect.
de la comida no es tan útil porque con la habilidad gourmet gastas mucha menos comida y es mucho mejor usarla. Sí, bueno, sí. Sí, que la tienes como 20 minutos o algo así en vez de menos tiempo, sí, sí. Bueno, la verdad es que sí. Con una sola porción de comida se te regenera la vida durante 5 minutos. Pues creo que sí. Creo que lo tengo, o sea, creo que tengo puesto lo de la habilidad esa. A ver. Personaje. Creo que tengo puesto. ¿O no? No sé cuál es. Bueno, este es el de las pociones realmente, que no sé por qué tengo el de las pociones. No, el de la comida aquí no era. ¿Dónde era el de la comida? Aquí. Era este. Vale, sí. Que la tengo, sí. La tienes puesta. Ya que no me acordaba de cómo era el símbolo, sí, sí. Que la tengo puesta. Son 20 minutos, joder. 20 minutos es que te cura la vida entera. Pero vamos, que teniendo realmente lo de... Lo del viaje rápido, es que realmente tampoco te creas que uso mucho al caballo.
Well, look who's here. The witcher with a stick up his ass. What's new? Got a growth on your platter there. You catch some kind of a theory pox?
Could say so. Manners burning, you noticed?
That? All right. You know how it is. Feast drags on with plenty of dancing, merrymaking,
Comes al principio de una pelea y ya te desentiendes de la comida, sí. Y encima, cada vez que he ido o he pasado por alguna tienda, siempre he comprado comida, tengo que tener comida ahí.
No, please. I beg you. Shut your trap. Let me go. Leave me be! Shut it! I ate with yous, drank with yous, fought beside yous, and you'd kill me now? I'm one of yous!
You might have been, but not no more you ain't.
What's he guilty of?
What the fuck's it to you? Not your concern, me.
Déjame matarlos a todos, y tampoco...
Whoa, nerves a little raw? Why?
You deaf! Get the fuck out of here, freak!
All I want is to know what exactly is going on here.
Well, you're not gonna know. Sod off!
I'll leave as soon as you tell me.
Aren't you a thorny prick up the arse?
Sí.
Ataman said to kill him!
Got your answer. Happy? Now piss off. We've work to do.
No, you don't. Let him go.
Oh, this is bloody rich. Can't plough and believe me ears. You switch your brains with your cock or something. Get your mutant witch.
Voy a matarlos a todos, es que me da igual ya.
Or
I'll kill you!
go ahead, try.
Whoa, what the bloody hell's this? Geralt, have you decided to play defender of the downtrodden?
More like gutter of sons of bitches.
Long as I'm here, you'll gut no one.
That a challenge?
Why not? I've not fought a witcher before. Defeat me and I shall let
Claro, pero no sabes que este pavo es inmortal.
Stand aside.
Hasta que lo descubres, claro.
Would you wait, sir, for the dribble to subside?
Makes no difference to me.
Just the same. Stand and fight.
Let the music play on!
¿Por qué sacó eso? Uy, me he puesto la que no es. ¡Cambia! Ahí. Le estoy dando el botón que no es. A ver, ¿puedo usar esto contra esto? No, porque se vale. Con este esquivar sus ataques cargados o bloquearlo luego contraatacar. Bueno, sí, tampoco es que me quite vida. Oh, pero esta pelea es durita. Apenas te quita vida. No, si con la armadura que llevo realmente... Que la armadura que llevo es nivel 97 o 98... Es que apenas me quita vida. Para nada creepy, cuidado.
Well struck, Witcher. You win. But perhaps you'd care to tell me why you meddled.
Por eso aún me sorprende más lo del mago Fir de antes. Sí.
Wanted.
O sea, realmente la armadura que llevo es 97, 98 de nivel. Pero sí, me pueden matar, vaya. O sea, si me distraigo un segundo me quitan la vida como si le fuese la vida en él.
At least you now know I don't easily lose my head. Release him.
Getting off cheap, mate.
Largo. Así que eres inmortal.
Really necessary, that whole show?
Ugh. Show? Come now. A man must display some madness from time to time. Helps him feel alive. Dare say you know what I mean. Judging by the mark on your face.
Bueno, técnicamente yo he matado al sapo ese, así que...
Congratulations are in order then. Your reward. You're also welcome to take what you wish from the manor house. If anything's left uncharred, that is. Was it a tough fight?
I sliced its gut open, and it turned into a man. You know that would happen?
Of course he did. He'd never have dragged you into this elsewise.
Gaunter or dim? Come to cast aspersions?
No. I've come to collect a debt.
You know you first must...
Grant you 3 requests, by proxy. I present to you my champion, Geralt of Rivia.
Me encanta como... Se meten en todos, En fin.
Not so fast. Haven't agreed to anything yet.
But you'll do it. Of that I'm certain. Did you know OLGIERD was the one to turn the Ophiri prince into a toad? Did he not mention that bit? Well then, allow me to tell it. Quite the gripping story. OLGIERD once loved a beautiful maiden named Iris. Yet, her parents chose to offer her hand to the Crown Prince of Ophir. OLGIERD grew to hate the poor sot. At first, he wished to kill him. then decided this would be too simple. So, instead, he condemned the prince to a base life in a toad's bloated corpus. Yet he grew bored of watching him suffer and decided to end it. By your hand.
Remind me, O Dim, who was to fulfill my last 3 requests?
My assistant, Geralt.
Then be gone. I don't wish to look at your face any longer than I must.
Ahora hace una de... y desaparece.
Come.
Sería gracioso. Tira una bomba de esas de humo a lo Batman y se va. No, si al final con la tontería voy a tener que hacerlo, claro. Obviamente.
What do I need to do for you?
Let me think. We're currently without a roof over our heads. Perhaps we should start with that. Bring me the house of Maximilian Bossodi.
His house?
So surprised. But why? I must live somewhere, mustn't I? What's the meaning of this? Second leave of your senses? You mean to mount a filthy horse? Out of my sight, wretch! Know what Vladimir would do to you if he saw?
Aye. Vladimir.
My brother. There were times he himself stank like foot wrappings 3 days old, but his mount always looked fit for a parade. Oh, none rivaled Vladimir at feasting, carousing. Sadly, he's been celebrating less of late. You must find him, and show him the time of his life. My second request.
Fine, seems easy enough. And the third?
Complete those 2, then we shall speak of the third.
Vaya, pues.
Once I'm done with those 2, where will I find you?
I cannot know, as my band has planned some diversions. But let us say at the Alchemy Inn, in Oxenfurt.
Fine. See you there.
Vamos, que al final los regados que tiene que hacer él me los encasqueta a mí, básicamente.
The brother shouldn't be too hard. But the house? How am I supposed to bring him a house?
Actually, the opposite. I wouldn't worry about the house. The brother will be the tough bit.
Olgierd's brother. Why do you think he'll be tough?
I'm afraid he's dead. Has been for years.
Never agreed to necromancy.
Necromancy is hardly your only option for reviving a soul. An old-fashioned ritual, a blood summoning. That's what you need.
That's like choosing between pestilence and the plague. Besides, I'd need the blood of the summoned.
Blood. True. Of the summoned, not necessarily. Here.
Where do you get this?
Geralt, aren't you the curious one?
Este tío tiene de todo, ¿eh?
Assume it to be von EVEREC blood and get on with it.
Where'll I find this Vladimir?
Geralt, I cannot do everything for you. Use your head. The von EVERECs are well known in these parts. You must have met someone who's heard of the family. The charming redhead, for instance. The medic. You know the one.
No te puedo dar todas las pistas, pero te voy a decir que puedes ir a hablar con esta señora, para que tú como jugador entiendas dónde tienes que ir.
The only Bossodi I know of around here runs an auction house in Oxenfurt.
Eso siempre me ha hecho mucha gracia en cualquier videojuego, en plan de, oye, dame una pista. Es que si te doy todas las pistas, no sé qué, y a los 3 segundos te dice, bueno, pero si vas a este sitio. Pero que realmente no se lo está diciendo el personaje, te lo está diciendo a ti como jugador para que entiendas a dónde tienes que ir, para que no te pierdas. O sea, es que es muy sutil. Es que me hace gracia, es que da igual el juego que sea, es que no puedo. Es que es muy bueno. No puedo. Es maravilloso. Es maravilloso como el juego, cualquier juego te lleva del carrito sin que te des cuenta. Yo porque juego demasiado y me doy cuenta, pero es que es muy bueno. Es muy, muy, muy bueno. Hostia. A ver. Joder, es que están a tomar por el mismísimo culo, Aquí. Menos mal que buscando lo de los mods del Henry Cavill me apareció lo de los viajes rápidos. Menos mal. Porque si no, todavía me estoy pasando la historia. O sea, no estoy ni en el DLC todavía. Buenas tardes.
I've
Otro
tested
cinema.
the slime samples. I believe I'll be able to brew an antidote.
Good. A pox in an army can prove more ravaging than even their fiercest foe. Your service will be recognized.
How? Will I get
Venga,
a
¿cómo no te vas a tirar 3 horas jugando un RPG? Es imposible.
Geralt? Are you alright? What's that on your face?
Long story.
We're conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
Yes. Right. I'll get to work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
Tasty number, that medic. Not like a scholar at all.
So, think learned women are ugly as a rule?
Well, it's lucky they've brains, because they've not got beauty. Is that right, lads?
Oh, aye. Mutts, all of them. Hideous things. Wouldn't touch one with a 10L pole.
But this lass is different. Exceptional.
You're a lucky bastard, Witcher. We've seen her making eyes at you. Not like she looks at us. Isn't that right? Admit it. You fancy it too, eh?
There's no denying her beauty, but she's not my type.
Talking out your ass, mate. Passing on quite the catch. She
Podría
looks at
matarlo,
me like she
pero
does you.
bueno, en fin.
I'd not dally long thinking.
Here's the medicine. It's a strong solution, so careful with the dosage. Each patient gets exactly 2 drops after meals, 3 times a day. At the most, in 3-4 days, the infection should recede.
I thank you. In Redania's glorious name.
Serving the Redanian cause now?
I serve individuals. I treat them. That they're Redanians is coincidental. I'd help Nilfgaardians as well were I in a position to. Kedwenis, Edirnian, elves, dwarves, halflings...
Fíjate que si simplemente las cinemáticas estas fuesen
You know me.
un pelín más rápidas y más cortas, estaría de lujo.
I'd guess this wasn't a social call. All right. Tell me what you need. Is it at all related to that mark on your face? And you must tell me what happened in the sewers.
Where do I start? All right. Monster in the sewers turned out to be a giant toad, and this toad was actually a prince, an Ophiri one at that.
And I'm a Kaviri Duchess.
It's the truth, uncolored, I swear. When I killed the toad, some Ophiri soldiers led by a mage showed up, captured me. Man named Gontaro Dim freed me.
Who's this?
Met him a while back in White Orchard. At the time, he claimed he dealt in mirrors.
Mirrors. Buy one from him that grants your wishes?
Something like that. He helped me out of a bind, and now he expects me to fulfill some nobleman's wishes in return. First one's to summon the ghost of his brother, then show him the time of his life.
Amuse a ghost? How do you intend to do that?
Not my chief concern at the moment. Gotta find his grave and summon him first, then we'll see.
But that's necromancy. It's extraordinarily risky and involves higher magic.
Es que
No damn told me
hay
how
que
to do
hacerlo,
it.
vaya.
No sorceress or necromancy involved. Gave me this concoction that summons ghosts. I'll need a sensor too.
Well, that can be arranged. They keep one in a storehouse at the academy. I can fetch it for you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. But I still don't like this.
Neither do I, but I don't really have any options. Gotta summon that ghost.
I understand. Whose ghost is it?
OLGIERD von EVEREC's brother.
Von EVEREC? In my third year at Oxford, we had to choose an elective. My options were Pearls of Wisdom from the Hierarchs, or Famous Redanian Dynasties. I chose the latter. Here it is. Von OLGIERD, Von Estiken, Von EVEREC. It says OLGIERD had a brother named Vladimir. He lies in the family crypt near their manor.
Thanks. Knew I could count on you. I'm off.
The crypt's described as quite a work of art. I'd love to see it. Why don't I bring the sensor? We can meet at the entrance.
La fiesta del hombre muerto. Madre mía, acabo de entrar en la segunda misión. Llevo 1 hora y 20, ¿sabes? Y he entrado en la segunda misión. Madre mía. Yo creo que voy a hacer 4 misiones y luego hago otras 4 misiones. Uy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Creo que voy a hacer hasta lo de ábrete sésamo. Pero bueno, creo que la de ábrete sésamo son 3 más la principal. O sea, tienes que hacer de la propia misión como 3 misiones. O sea, que prácticamente sería casi hasta esta misión, más o menos. Si haces las misiones del Fuente, si vuelves con Sunny antes de que se vaya para volver a verla, jugará contigo una partida. No. No me gusta el Fuente. O sea, lo he intentado. No termina de convencer. A ver, por favor. Salta. Por aquí no te va... Por aquí no vas a... No, por aquí no vas a subir. Sé que había una zona para subir por aquí. ¿O soy yo que me lo estoy inventando? Puede ser que me lo estoy inventando. No discrepo de que me lo estoy inventando.
Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
Bueno, puedo elegir cualquiera de las 3, así
Nimble hands you got there.
I should hope so. I'm a surgeon.
Think I prefer you using them this way.
Less blood?
More beauty.
There's a beauty to surgery, I assure you.
I know. Just out here, in this landscape, it does more for me than in an operating room. Remember to bring the sensor?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel.
Bueno.
Wasn't sure what you needed it for. So I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
Let's go.
Entra en la cripta familiar.
The tome was spot on. This is impressive.
Qué facilidad.
Yeah. Too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on such luxuries.
¿Entras con una naturalidad a los sitios?
Don't have to come if you don't want. It's a full-blown mausoleum. Wraiths. Knew this wouldn't be easy.
Tendría que poner la señal. Bueno, tendría que poner la señal, pero los mato bastante más rápido.
Last of the surprises? Sure hope so. Voted fire. Should look around the dead. Old custom.
Cógelo. Ah, vale, que ya lo cogí. Ah, bueno. Para nada es sutil un muerto ahí.
Old tombstone. Inscription's almost worn off completely.
Un veneno. Que no me hace falta realmente las coronas para nada, pero...
Kestatis? Not who I'm looking for. Eulalia von EVEREC. Died in 1250.
Vale, creo que esta tampoco es.
Honoratina. Loving wife of Kestatis. Died in 1257. Alexei, age 19, beloved son and brother. Probably shouldn't touch that. Vladimir von EVEREC, son of Bohumil and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room. Life and death, fire and blood.
Super sutil.
Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe.
Me voy a criptar, me voy a tener que recorrer.
Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire.
Es que no puedo con lo de la cara payaso. No puedo, ¿eh?
I summon ye, whose blood I have brought. Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt. Came to wake the ghost of Vladimir von EVEREC.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Everec's rise only for von Everec blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge, only one of our line yet lives. OLGIERD.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson, Kestatis.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's OLGIERD, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet OLGIERD, you will never see again.
Ah, bueno.
Kill him, Von Everett.
For OLGIERD.
Y eso que son fantasmas, ¿eh? Y eso que son fantasmas. Cuidado.
My. Ornery whoresons those Von Everecs, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir Von Everec, brother to OLGIERD.
Enhorabuena. Casi.
Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones. Though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family. They started it.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks. And Grandmum, too. Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is. Now tell me how you...
Yo no tengo ningún problema en pelear contra ninguno, pero...
If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and OLGIERD's. I'm here on important business.
I'm a swiding corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas...
Mentioned you like to enjoy yourself. Well, just so happens that's why I'm here. Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Listen, OLGIERD gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Porque son misiones principales. Si fuesen secundarias ya me las estaba saltando. Simplemente por ver la historia otra vez, ¿sí, no?
How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and... What the blistering devils?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I will go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way.
Ahora creo que te metes en el, o sea, se meten en tu cuerpo, ¿no?
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
Guess I could bring someone here, and you could borrow their body just for the night.
You wish me to possess someone?
Yeah?
Say I agree. Whose body would I inhabit?
Dunno. One of OLGIERD's men, maybe? Or a peasant who'd agree to do it for coin?
Oh, no. I shan't crawl into the skin of some unwashed
Es exquisito encima.
dung-eating swineherd. I've a better idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh yes. Yes it is.
Es que eres tontísimo, chico. Eres un brujo paná.
Geralt, wake up. Open your eyes. Where are the smelling salts?
Death 'Twas a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Have you gone mad?
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promised to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Geralt? What's happened to you?
Geralt? I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
La culpa es de él. Sí, básicamente.
A pleasure to meet you, my sweet.
Whose?
His. You know, OLGIERD's brother.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
Seems your lovely maiden friend can neither see nor hear me. There's potential in that.
Leave Shani out of this.
Ah, is that her name? Lovely. A perfect name for a perfect lass.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain?
Chica, que ya te lo he explicado 3 veces, que hay un fantasma aquí al lado.
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von EVEREC the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
What if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid.
No, yo no lo veo,
Right then, Sugar Plum. What say you we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
I take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have trouble telling you apart from Geralt.
My sentiments exactly. Between you and me, this Witcher fellow is an awful bore.
Only sometimes.
Ha! Seems we're kindred spirits. So, off to the nearest hedgerow?
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
I've got a better idea. You see, I've a friend who's getting married. She invited me to the wedding, but I need an escort. I had hoped that when Geralt saw me weaving the garland for the wedding, he'd invite me, but, well, I hoped wrong.
All is not lost, Pudding. I shall escort you. No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von EVEREC.
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change, so we'll meet at the temple.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet?
Madre mía, qué relleno en las conversaciones. Es que es maravilloso.
All right. Seems we've no other option.
Es maravilloso el relleno que tienen las conversaciones.
Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
La madre que me pare.
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von EVEREC, famed for his taste in women. So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost, are you her paramour? For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then the haylofts we shall devastate together.
Exacto.
We're just friends, always have been.
Never professed your love? No heartfelt admissions? Confessions?
Never anything between us.
You mean to say you never gripped those gorgeous...
Que sí, cansado. Madre mía.
Never cherished those beautiful, nay, stunning. So, soft in the head or the loins?
Excuse me?
Ah, a pederast. Fine, if it's not your flavor, you needn't taste. All the better for me. I'll see she's properly satisfied.
La va a liar el fantasma
So, Witcher, time for the wedding?
Let's go.
Onward. I'll be right behind you.
No me parece para nada sensato el fantasma este, ¿eh?
Grave robber.
Vale, hay que reunirse a... Ah, bueno, pero está a 400 metros. A ver, ¿puedo hacer un viaje rápido a donde esté? Pues ya no sé si puedo hacer un viaje rápido. Ah, no puedo hacer esto ahora. Vale, no puedo hacer esto ahora porque estoy en la cueva. Vale, vamos a salir un segundo de aquí. Entiendo que simplemente es porque estoy en la cueva, ¿no? No me deja igualmente. A lo mejor es porque justamente a la zona de misión no me deja. Es algo probable, a lo mejor.
Those signs. I'd like to try one.
What signs?
Your Witcher signs. Never done it. Could be interesting.
Rather not waste any time.
Till the stroke of midnight. What I would rather is what matters.
Que sí, ahí te quedo. Y me vas a ir siguiendo así, dando saltitos, así que... ¿Qué más me da? Es que mira eso. Mira los puntitos del mapa, cómo se buguean ellos solos.
Spooking my horse. Roach doesn't like ghosts.
Madre mía, si me tengo que parar a escuchar cada conversación que hacen, nos morimos aquí.
Hey there.
¿Ya? Vale, ahora cuando acabe la cinemática voy a ir a por una botella de agua.
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
Behold, wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Whoa, whoa, hold. Mean to go in, wearing that?
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic. You need a robe. One daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Don't happen to have a robe handy.
What do you mean? What about that?
Ay, Dios.
Oh no, we're not gonna steal.
Come now, we're merely borrowing.
Ya se ha metido dentro de nosotros. La madre que le parió. ¡Eh!
This'll do wonderfully.
No me convence a mí esto, las posesiones.
Perfect fit. It feels tailor-made.
Está guapa la túnica,
For shoes. One must wear shoes to a wedding.
No.
And we must be neat.
Ojo. La madre que le parió. Menos mal que no le sale barba por el modelado porque la tiene desactivada. Pero si no. ¡Mírale! ¡Ay, Dios! Puede ser más horroroso.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, a swan's soft, supple neck, and a waist so slim
No puede
you
ser,
could grip it
eso
one-handed.
es inmortal esto.
You're actually quite amusing
¿Inmortal?
this way.
Be assured, you'll like me even better when you come to know me more intimately.
How intimately?
Enough to get a sense of my assets, my dear. Trust me, they're nothing to scoff at.
May I please speak to Geralt for a moment?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Just for a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Be quick. I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make sure your friend doesn't embarrass me.
I can't make him do anything. All that nonsense is his. I feel like an ass saying it.
I liked some of that nonsense.
Ah, bueno, cuidado,
We'll talk later. Let's go to this wedding. The sooner the ghost has his fun, the sooner this'll be over.
Finally, something that's not utter tripe. We shall dance till the break of dawn.
You get till midnight and not a second longer.
That's not enough. I shan't even get properly soused by midnight, let alone...
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage. You get to frolic and carouse till midnight. That's our deal. Then there's the capping.
¿Te ha quedado claro?
So be it.
This way, my strawberry.
Madre mía. Es que no, no. Es que no.
Hello world, I'm back. I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking
Se va a liar,
companions, and a swarm of fair maids. But none compared to you, my dear rhubarb. Beware of the dog, Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
Es que no puedo verle con la mitad de la cara en plan payaso. Es que no puedo. O sea, es que me supera. Yo pensaba, digo, alguna marquita o algo. No pensaba literalmente que iba a cambiar nada. Es muy gracioso.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. OLGIERD and I brewed in our teething years.
Bueno, en lo que están en conversaciones, mientras que no tenga que elegir nada, voy a ir a por una botella de agua, ¿vale?
Try to behave.
For you, my rowan petal, I'd do anything.
Come. Time to meet and be greeted.
I shan't stray a step from your side.
Catch a witcher by the toe. If he sees you, let him go. Run away and don't be slow.
volví. Chica Sunny y conoce a los recién casados. Oh.
Time to say hello. Be nice now.
Once more, all the best in your new life.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down upon you.
May you live in health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the feast.
Our turn. My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality.
Y aquí se apunta a la fiesta cualquiera,
Brides especially. So
sea la madre
so
que los
tasty
parió.
I could.
Righto, I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
We've chewed the fat enough. Time's a wasting.
Se apunta cualquiera, la madre lo parió.
Elsewhere?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your liquors and dance with the local matrons.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
Participa en las actividades de la boda.
He arrived, that's certain. I saw it.
Do you need help?
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her, wild revelry. So I hired a true fire eater. You know, woo scoop, sizzle sizzle.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly dear diversions of that sort. He journeyed here from
No puedo simplemente pasar hasta medianoche y ya
I'll
está.
not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for paupers, but we'll show them how wrong they are.
Seems we won't, in fact, for our fire swallowers has gone as last Yule's pudding.
Groom's hound chased him off. That blasted demon. Ugh, they sure named it right.
Calm yourself, Dumpling. Master Witcher's here now. Perhaps he can aid us.
You needn't worry.
Claro, obviamente lo encontraré porque tengo que hacer.
Find this swallower of heated things.
Mighty generous offer, but no one knows where to look.
Matters not. Witchers, that is, we have our ways. The Flame Gulper, what did he look like?
He wore a jester's cap. Typical sort. Ought to be enough to identify him.
I shall find him.
We thank you, and hope for the best.
Awfully nice of you to offer your help, but are you sure you're up to it? You're not actually a witcher, Vladimir.
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me. I must do it alone. I expect it will be great fun.
Fine. Don't have to do this, but if I were you, I'd find the dog's tracks.
Si el problema es realmente que se alargan un montón las misiones por todo esto. Es que esta misión, por ejemplo, es totalmente innecesaria con lo fácil. Espérate, y si aguanto rollo y si medito hasta medianoche y ya está, porque ha dicho que participe en esto hasta medianoche. A no ser que cuente el hecho de que avance el tiempo al hacer misiones, entonces sí, si no medito. A no ser que no me deje meditar, entonces claro, ahí tenemos un problema. Ahí tenemos un problema. ¿Me dejas meditar? No me dejas meditar. Qué cabronazos. O sea, me deja usar el resto de habilidades, pero no el meditar para avanzar el tiempo. Cabrones, O sea, está bien pensado.
Wonderful, my juicy pear. I shall continue my travails while you rest. Shan't be long now.
Está bien pensado, la verdad.
No discoveries of note as yet. Cap if ever I've seen one. As jesterly as they come. Chap must have lost it running from Demon. 2 conclusions then. Our magician is fat and a coward.
Hay algo ahí, no voy a investigar. A no ser, bueno, claro, iba a decir, a no ser que tenga que subir ahí. Y si no me estás diciendo que te está atacando un perro. Chico, que es un perro.
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss ran up a tree to escape that puppy.
Chico, que es un perro.
Guess so. You, get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
¿En serio?
What do we do?
¿Matarle? ¿Así como idea?
Sit.
Eso no lo podías usar en el barco.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, the Horsons never would have gutted me. Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground. That sort of sport.
¿Y los ciervos estos random? No. Pero bueno.
Could you be any
¿Y lo de los ciervos ahí random pasando? ¿Qué?
I'll do it myself.
En fin.
Roll over. Leave it alone.
Were I to command it to eat its own tail, it would do so, right?
Demon, doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever? Ruin my fun.
Have it at the wedding.
Qué obsesión tiene el pavo este,
Climb down.
Es que si me saltase todas las conversaciones, me podría pasar este y el otro DLC.
Better safe than sorry, I always say.
Geralt, this jester is drunk as a skunk. I hope he's not polished off that.
Me lo podría pasar súper rápido, pero...
I saved your life, man.
What?
Do you not at least owe me a sip?
Course. Bottoms up.
Deja la bebida. Alcohólico. Y se la bebe el otro. Bueno, claro, el otro no, es el otro del otro.
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead, true. But I was fleeing an hound. Hound? But it was a monster. A furry, faggy devil. They chose a fitting name for it.
You can forget about performing in your state.
And just what state would that be?
Look at yourself, man. You're a tramp, can barely stand, let alone perform.
First off, that's bollocks. Second, I'm a fire eater, not a sleepwalker.
Déjale.
Oh, you shan't pull the wool over my eyes. I know your type. Now here's the plan. We shall head down this path till we arrive at the wedding. You'll have sobered by then.
But...
Silence. Do you know me, sir? When a nobleman speaks, you listen. You will stay close at my side. We will return to the wedding, where you will put on a show to make our honored guests soil their breeches from joy. Got it?
No.
Yes.
Good. Then let's be off.
Te va a liar.
Keep calm. Stay close.
Vamos tú, cacho mierdas.
Wild animals behind every stump in these woods.
Se supone que soy yo el que le tiene que escoltar, ¿no?
Bear!
Bear? That? As much as your cock's a tent pole. Hide, you blind fool. Tell me, are bears often boar-shaped in your experience?
Got weak eyes, see? Besides, I'm a fire eater, not some damn naturalist.
Indeed you are not, Master. Believe I failed to ask. What do they call you?
David Altonsborough.
Listen here, Master Hattonsborough. Stay close, and no harm will come to you. I'll see to it your drunken, fire-spitting gob gets to the wedding safe and sound. The missing fire blower is missing no more. It was my doing, if I may say so myself.
And Demon, What's with him?
He failed to return.
No, he did. He's just acting mighty strange.
Seems to be in a muddle of sorts. Got as much life in him as a carrot.
Might have eaten some nightshade or whatnot.
Your attention, please. I invite all to witness the
Verá.
spectacle
que
unrivaled.
a que se prende fuego.
And so bold as to eat fire.
We must watch the trickery. Never saw anything like it while alive.
A ver, sorpréndenos. Creo que al final te acabas liando con la esta, porque como le empieza a molar el Vladimir este. Madre mía, va a tener que todavía más actividades. Pues este mismo, ¿eh?
I never say no to a lady, to your fair beauty, and to yours, Shani, naturally.
Your elfin happiness. Fortune smile upon you, White Wolf.
Voy finísimo ahora. ¿Usted? Sí.
Of all these flowers, you, my dear, are the loveliest.
Believe the young man's mistaken me for another.
Not at all. I like my women as I like my peaches. Fuzzy, well ripe.
That's enough. Get going. You're drunk and randy.
Si le duele hasta la espalda. La madre me parece. A ver, aquí me pone ahí arriba. ¿Cómo voy aquí arriba?
Your health, Sir Dwarves.
Quiero subir ahí arriba.
Grow long, but never tangle round your ankles.
Madre mía, poner finísimo, ¿eh? ¿Esto qué es bailar?
If I may, Shani, I'd show you how I cut a jig, nimble as a leopard.
Don't let me stop you.
By the way you move.
Vale, pero yo quiero subir ahí arriba. ¿Cómo subo ahí arriba? Ah, por aquí. ¿Por aquí? ¿No me vas a dejar subir? Pues no sé cómo... A no ser que ahí se entre desde otro lado, que es algo lo más probable. ¿Por aquí? Ah, o sea, dentro no me deja, pero aquí sí.
The ladder begs us to scamper to its top, where we can converse. But how so? Just like that?
The capping starts at midnight. Until then, enjoy yourself. Go wild.
Pero... Ah, vale.
Just like that.
I'm all ears. What would you have us talk about? I'm sorry, converse about.
Well...
No puedo... No me deja... Iba a decir, no me deja levantar.
Yes?
You see, the thing is...
Come now, spit it out. Yes, just as I thought. Come, it's time we return.
Ya. Me quiero levantar, pero no me deja el juego.
What's just as you thought? I find you
A ver, más actividades. Aquí. ¿Este qué es? No, este no. Aquí. ¡Ay, Dios! El Wind este, o el Wendo, como coño se llama el juego este de mierda. No, por favor, no quiero jugar.
You needn't ask twice, midget.
No need for insults.
I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Were that true, you wouldn't have called him a midget.
I've apologized. What else would you have me do? Bring him flowers?
I'd have you play and stop talking.
Let us play, gentlefolk.
Chico, que no quiero jugar, que no sé
Oh,
jugar al guante este.
I'm all in.
I never knew you to be such a gambler.
You shall see many new sides of me this night, my dear. Many large sides.
Normally we play that the loser's got to wear the ears.
I needn't care. I shan't lose.
Pero tengo que jugar obligatoriamente. No quiero. No, que no.
You lose, Witcher. Hand over the wager. Everything.
Perhaps we could reach an arrangement?
No weaseling out of this. Hand over the coin.
What do we do now?
Feel good losing somebody else's coin?
I meant to win, give you the coin. I've no need for it in the grave.
But you lost, so now I've got to pay up.
I say, he talking to himself. Roaring drunk already, that's it. We can't fleece a drunk. Have him don the cap and we'll call it even. Just a minute. Bloke needs a lesson.
Técnicamente estoy hablando con un fantasma, pero sí, me vale también.
Gives us 5% of the coin he has.
Hear that? Agreed. 5% is yours, and I shall wear the cap. Never fear. A man must do what a man must do, and Vladimir von EVEREC's a man among men.
Hear that? So sloshed he thinks he's Vladimir von EVEREC. Rogue's long dead, by my reckoning. Exactly.
Creo que la ha liado ahí un segundo.
Those ears. You look, interesting.
Time to drink. We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
Otra vez.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed. Know what that means?
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed.
No lo veo yo
Let's
esto,
continue the ball.
No lo veo, pero para nada.
Ah, my kind of tune. Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down. Faster, faster till we expire.
Para nada sutil, ¿eh? Los amos de la fiesta. Hombre, en esa época no te tenías que aburrir mucho. O te ibas de fiesta.
A special treat for our special guests. The Witcher Geralt and his enchanting partner, Shani.
O sea que mucho no te tenías que aburrir.
Something lovely.
¿Fiesta o trabaja? Ya está, no hay más.
At last, music for our loving embrace. Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
¿Y el otro ahí, de fondo?
Oh, you're rather good at this.
They say dance is a mere foretaste of more intimate interaction.
Estás obsesionado, ¿eh?
I do, for one.
I do wonder what you mean by intimate interaction.
Oh, it's a fascinating process. One you as a scholar and medic might find especially interesting. I'd gladly explain it in detail, but it's horribly loud in here.
En plan, que te la quieres llevar
See
a...
the ladder leads to a loft. Surely there we'd not be disturbed while investigating the nature of intimate interaction. Seems the music and the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner?
I'm not sure I do.
Es en plan, acuérdate que no es Geralt, es el otro.
What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
Claro, tiene que pensar la otra que no es...
You can say whatever you
El
please,
Geralt es el otro. Vaya. Pero es que técnicamente es el otro, pero estás viendo a este.
What do you mean, hands to myself? That'd be no fun at all. Besides, I thought you two would enjoy it.
Oh, I like to kiss. And get kissed. But mostly with one person at a time. And there's two of you in there.
Hombre, somos dos, pero bueno.
Yet only one did what set your heart aflame. Me.
Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's adrift.
Please.
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you
Verás.
feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
Can't say what would have happened. Probably wouldn't have danced at all.
Oh, really?
Shut up! Shut up! You'll ruin everything!
At any rate, I wash my hands of all my actions till the stroke of midnight.
I see.
Happened to see the man who...
Claro, es que técnicamente la culpa no es mía.
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I was surprised. Who is he?
Gaunter O'Dim, Master Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped it on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply. And certainly not on a whim.
I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
Ah, better. Come, Shani. The night beckons us not to jabber it away.
Es en plan, ahora es el otro.
White wolves turned into the white
The night is young. Come, let's do something wild.
Uy. No quería darle ahí.
A legend.
That gingerbread's naught but flour, honey, eggs and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the
Está hablando de
outside,
cómo hacer pan, ¿en serio?
delicious moistness
¿De verdad?
within.
O sea, está ocurriendo.
How much of this time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close to time, you touch it. Let you sniff it, stroke it even. Time. Time is the key. Greetings, Shani. I must introduce myself. Gaunter O'Dim. My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother. That you envied OLGIERD from your earliest days and always wished to be just like him.
Claro, es que...
Rubbish. I never envied my brother.
Of course you did. He was a shining role model. OLGIERD ran faster, shot truer, lifted greater weights. OLGIERD learned to read first, although you tried your damnedest to beat him. As you grew up, he had his pick of girls, whereas you made do with the leftovers.
I apologize, Shawnee. I'm rather sorry you have to hear this.
Stop fooling yourself. Shani isn't here for you. She's here for Geralt. Even after death, you still play the pale imitation. Oh, by the way, OLGIERD's a much better dancer.
You lying dog. That's my brother. I loved him.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it, I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me. Cornered me like a rat. But OLGIERD told everyone I flew at all 5. Took them on all at once. Alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
OLGIERD visits my grave. Often. Pours a drink for me. Gets soused himself. And talks of the old times. He cannot see me, but I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for time is short.
Madre mía, se va a hacer eterno el DLC. Jesús.
I'm sorry,
It's all right. That was... Ugh, forget him. We're here to enjoy ourselves, right? Let's go. The night's still young.
Ah, todavía tengo que seguir. Ah, solo las 10. Perdón. Disculpen, no quería utilizar... No. Ese botón no quería utilizarlo. Lo siento.
To catch a no, please, no! Can it get any worse?
Aha! Finally, a man.
¿Tengo que hablar con alguno de estos? Iba a decir, creo que tengo que hablar con uno de estos.
What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned king of the swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady, meaning.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
Sounds like damned foolish nonsense. But why not give it a try?
We'd be honored.
Lo que no sé es si simplemente si te quedas quieto y pasa el tiempo, me refiero sin hacer nada. Lo único que claro, te puedes tirar mucho tiempo, pero es que si no...
Me? Nothing.
Good. Keep it that way.
Get that cripple out of there! Couldn't chase his own wench into a bed, let alone a pig into a pen. Let the Witcher give it a run.
¿Puedo utilizar yo lo del... la magia?
Shame there's no painter here. It's a moment worth immortalizing.
Watch my movements, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker.
Yo no sé cómo...
Come on, piggy. Got a nice and cozy pen for you.
Vale, con ese contaría como uno.
One pig pen.
Es que no sé cómo hago para que sí. Es un poco raro. O sea, es un poco raro realmente para que giren los animales. No sé, es un poco raro.
Indeed they are.
Master Witcher, we ain't seen such pig chasing skill in a long
Yo digo, a lo mejor, claro, pero si utilizas a lo mejor alguna magia te pueden ver y te dirán, a ver,
My family had many
por favor.
pigs, but that in no way means I had any practice chasing pigs.
However it were, the crown's going to a good man.
And the king's chosen maid deserves a fitting favour. Here.
Just don't go hiding it in some pouch. Brandish it on your horse so that all folk may see.
Corona del rey de los porqueros.
Ever witnessed such agility?
¿Se los puedo poner al caballo o algo? O sea, puede ser muy gracioso. O a lo mejor esto creo que es para luego ponerlo en la casa cuando te la dan en Twisant. En el otro DLC.
How does my heart's captor like the prize I won for her?
The rag-stuffed piggy? It's lovely, truly. I've always dreamed of owning one.
Un poco regular, se ve el peluche ese.
Tell me, Shani, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl, that's clear. I woo and woo, yet you do not succumb. So I can't help but wonder, what am I doing wrong?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von EVEREC does his thing. Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shani. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
Verás cómo la li.
Sweet, you are no mere maid, but a marvel of nature. And now, at last, fate knocks at your door.
But I don't know rightly.
You needn't know anything. I know it all for us both. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? But really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? Then how...
In Novigrad? Oxenfurt? Why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish. Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Leslie,
soy super sutil, es maravilloso.
Who the devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our dad on his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
Easy, lads. No harm done. An innocent conversation with an innocent miss.
Hombre, técnicamente es verdad, no estaba haciendo eso,
We all
absolutamente
heard
nada.
your innocent talk. Wanted to draw her to the barn. What were you gonna do there? Talk some more?
Naturally, we would speak. But first, we would dance. Now tell me, what sort of fool wouldn't want to dance with a beauty like her?
Find another beauty, or I'll dance with you myself, just after I grab me a fence post.
Geralt, you saw it. I tried to resolve this peacefully, but they wish to fight. Suits me just fine. Sounds like wonderful fun. Fence boards right over there for the taking.
Fear eat your stones.
That's the last ploughing straw. No one accuses Vladimir von EVEREC of cowardice.
Calm down, boys. Don't want to fight you.
Too damn bad, because we're gonna tan your mutant freak hide.
That does it! Rah! Hi-ya!
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice.
Sutil. Vaya, si es que no...
Fence boards. The perfect weapon for sweaty-ass swineherds.
Perfect fit for your job, you plowing gentle fuck.
Never in my life have I reveled so fiercely. Step up.
Yo no quería hacerlo, pero bueno.
Thought yourself a match for a Von EVEREC. A Witcher. Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Un poco regular,
Don't. You must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
En plan, si a mí no me va ese rollo. ¿Qué más me da?
More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try. Uh-oh. Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess, you do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Hombre, tienes razón.
Your methods... quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
A hazard of the trade, my love. I'm clearly a bit out of practice. But point out the next young miss, and I will gladly prove I...
You've proven everything amply. Let's just have fun, all right?
Por favor, se paga hacer medianoche ya. Sí, como idea.
Fine. I suppose you're right. Come then. So good to shake the kinks from one's bones. Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing beaux?
Madre mía.
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with one foot bared. 'Tis a wedding.
Chica, tampoco te vas a morir por quitarte el otro zapato para bailar.
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Take there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
What's all this then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out.
Look, mutations don't just turn them barren as a mule, they give them an ass's ears to boot. Must have some other horse part hidden in his trousers.
Qué pena que no puedas decirle, me cago en la madre, te murió así, puñetazo en la boca.
Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come. Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I'd dive to any depth for you.
Sutil. Me parece bastante sutil.
Observe, Shawnee.
Joder, pero si tampoco es tan profundo. O sea, si me dices que es profundo lo puedo entender, pero es que ni siquiera es profundo, ¿sabes?
Just when you think you know all the plowfolk's customs, they surprise you with
Es que no sé,
slippers.
no.
So now the shock's faded. Perhaps you could stop talking and fish out my shoe, which I so unfortunately lost in the pond.
Si yo lo había hecho. ¿Y había pescado su zapato? Voy a llevarme todo lo que pille por aquí, pero... Hay más, ¿no? ¿Ah?
Damn mucky that pond, sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes of it.
Ah, que es que he recuperado el resto de zapatos aparte de...
To do a bit
Buenísimo.
more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over, to don it, of course.
Ah, so generous.
Hombre, tiene razón.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shawnee. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in.
Es que lo del payaso es que es muy bueno, tío. Es que no puedo. En serio.
Thank you.
Si pudiese desactivarlo simplemente por la gracia lo he desactivado. Para que se viese lo que es la marquita, pero... no.
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the capping.
Go on, Shawnee. I'll manage fine alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no need.
No need? Why, there's every need. Till now, I'd always considered peasant jollities unworthy of a gentleman. For tell me, who among you would rub shoulders with swineherds if born a noble? I delighted in the beauty of buxom farm wenches, of course, and indeed still do. Given more time, I'd prove this to each and every maiden here. Farmhands are a different story. Never took any note of them. Had one or two groom my mounts. They did this well, but were never worthy of conversation. Nay, not even if...
No le convence a la señora esa, eh.
For one must live by certain principles, am I right? But this day has changed all. Beneath the muck and dung, a peasant is a man. I understand this, thanks to you. You've still
Tía, ha desaparecido.
to talk about,
La señora que estaba ya aplaudiendo ha desaparecido.
For this, I thank you, and say, you are well loved.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, yes, you are. All the maids join in the capping.
You're a maid too, Shawnee.
The midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run? Be they nice, be they vice, of jestily or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
Toast the lovely couple, then give them a few weeks, and we'll toast the lovely man with its pale and puffy cheeks. Don't you mind our song? We don't sing to be unkind. We sing so we can empty yet another stein. Bright one of eternal, bridegroom best beware, or she'll make you a cuckold.
Para nada.
What's the groom a thing?
Para nada incómodo,
On his brow must be said gallant, gallant, gallant cow. You get the cow, got the bull, the calf, the hay. So drink and be merry. Tis your wedding day.
Tradition holds. Whoever caught the garland shall be next to wed.
Ah, mira. ¿Veis la marquita que llevo aquí? Pero esto porque es una cinemática buena y aparte no lleva... No lleva la cara de Henry porque esto es una secuencia de esas grabadas.
That really necessary?
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at OLGIERD.
La madre que lo parió.
I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give him the letter?
I will.
Thanks.
Si llevase esa marquita, guay, de puta madre. No en plan cara payaso que llevo. Es que es muy bueno lo de la cara payaso. Que te lo juro que no puedo con eso. O sea, me supera. Supera con creces todas las expectativas.
A lovely custom. Blushing maids, twirling in dance. Their hair swirling freely.
Supongo que si entro a la carpeta del mod...
Will you stop?
Supongo que si entro a la carpeta del mod y busco... el archivo que sea la marca, supongo que si lo elimino debería salir la marca por defecto, vaya. Ahora sí se lo buscará en cuanto acabemos esta misión y entremos en la siguiente, ya paro. Y luego si eso hacemos un ratito más. A ver si consigo quitar... Es que cada vez que veo lo de esta de la cara es que me hace muchísima gracia. A ver si consigo quitarlo.
You see, she asks after me, misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light, a team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more.
Obsesionado, ¿eh?
Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
What's Geralt think about that? You gave your word.
Shawnee, darling, I'm dead. Can't expect too much from a corpse.
Vladimir von EVEREC, go back whence you came. Please.
Stay out of this.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Y eso que es un fantasma,
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Gods, what is this?
What did you do to him?
Sent him back whence he came.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer.
Hombre, dijo medianoche, así que...
His task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, Would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von EVEREC will bother you no more.
Should get back to OLGIERD soon.
And like that, it's over.
No sé qué te esperas, si el que te estaba comiendo la cabeza era el otro, no yo.
Silly, wasn't it?
Wouldn't say that.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid after all.
Yo no sé qué se esperaba, porque realmente quien la estaba tonteando era el otro, no yo.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape.
Hombre, tiene razón.
Seize the night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
Vamos, que te ha dicho que no te preocupes, ¿vale? Usa tus sentidos de ojo para encontrar algo que anime a...
Good mead ought to lift her spirits. A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is, will it cheer her up?
No.
Good idea? Maybe not. She might be a sad drunk.
Claro, iba a decir, digo, es que a lo mejor se pone triste. Claro. A ver, ¿esto qué es?
Rowan berry brandy. Shawnee loves the blossoms. Might enjoy this as well. A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is...
Ah, es otro licor.
Good idea? Maybe not. She might be a sad drunk.
Claro, es que si le doy alguna esta de bebida alcohólica, lo mismo se muere, ¿sabes? O sea, no se muere en el sentido de morirse, sino se muere en el sentido de... que va a ser peor. ¿Y aquí qué es?
A Rowan. Shawnee mentioned she used to weave the berries into necklaces.
Esto puede ser
Pretty,
interesante.
I guess. Thing is, will it cheer her up? Fine, I'll pick some.
Hombre, mejor que algo de... Mejor que algo de alcohol, ¿no? Ah, y le llevas el cacho planta. Ok. Hombre, supongo que es mejor esto para que el licor. Entiendo, ¿eh? Entiendo,
Still
vale.
here? Thought you had to meet OLGIERD.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured OLGIERD could wait till morning. Smile, Shawnee.
You remembered I liked the Rowan.
No, realmente no es que me haya acordado, es que me ha parecido más interesante coger eso que lo otro, pero así que...
Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
Venga, esto.
You got me.
For how long? A day? 2? Don't get me wrong. It's nice, but you come and go. Yet I need someone who'll be there every night when I come home. After a day of bandaging wounds and sewing up guts, I need a good glass and a good laugh with someone who'll help me forget it all for a moment.
I get it. And yeah, could never be there for you every day. But I am happy to see you always. And today...
Hombre, ahora técnicamente ya no somos el otro, así que ahora...
Well, in that case, let's drink to tonight.
To tonight. May the moment last.
I'm afraid the drinks got into our minstrels. Horribly off key.
Let's go for a walk.
Good idea.
Hombre, enróllate con ella, si lo está deseando la otra. Y no hay que darle tanta vuelta.
Did you enjoy the wedding?
Not half bad. Might have even enjoyed myself if I hadn't had to argue with a madman's ghost, be his puppet. Gotta admit, though, thanks to him, I did experience a lot of things I might have missed otherwise.
Mean chasing a dog through the woods, or brawling, fence board in hand?
Forgetting something. There was also a kiss.
Eso también, ¿verdad?
Though that was so clearly Vladimir. I nearly forgot you were involved at all.
His will, sure, but my body felt everything. Reminded me of the old times.
Vizima, you mean? Oh, I thought you'd forgotten our whole Catriona story.
That
Tan
was
fácil como
background.
es que nos enrollamos
What I
y ya
remember
está.
most, the mood,
Así, como
the
idea.
feelings, the people I met, and those I met for the second time in my life.
You're right. I was up to my elbows in work, but those were good times. They're nice memories.
For me too.
No se acaba la misión,
Worry
¿eh?
about our finances, sir. My workshop, business is booming.
Good. I'm relieved to hear it. See, coin's tied to Torrent. But don't tell the old battle axe. She'd be furious if she learned to let it slip.
Never you worry, sir. My lips are sealed as the grave. Us menfolk need to stick together.
Sir. Enough of that. I'm Vassy. But you can call me Dar.
Oh, thank you, Dar. I feel honoured. Let's drink on it.
Seems the families are bonding.
A bride's father and his son-in-law? Stiff at first, but add drink and they bond or slap each other silly.
I was afraid the wedding wouldn't happen at all.
Mean the differences in wealth?
Mm-hmm. Jonas's family didn't consider Aldona worthy.
Madre mía.
Clear they love each other, though.
Por
Parents
favor,
usually
quiero
give in
acabar
if that's
ya.
the case.
O sea, me estoy muriendo, ¿sabes?
Oh, I don't know. My mother would never accept an unfit beau, even if I insisted I loved him, had chosen him.
Doubt your mother's that unbending? You'd win her over, I'm sure.
I haven't managed to yet.
You only ever bring home fiddlers, jugglers, and witchers?
No, but she'd want me to choose someone wealthy, or with a good trade, well brought up.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I guess not, but it's hard to find one like that who's still even slightly amusing.
That's probably true.
Tell that to my mother. She actually thinks I should have found a husband at the academy. But I didn't. Ugh. I'm certain she thinks there's something horribly wrong with me.
Oh, please, Shani. It's the 13th century. Women don't go to the academy to find a husband. They go to learn, pursue their passion. You did that. I'm sure your mother
Es
appreciates
que lo de la
it.
marquita del payaso es
You
que es
got a
muy bueno.
doctorate, have your own practice, been at the front lines many times. You're a good
A ver
person.
si encuentro el archivo para borrarlo.
With you.
Really think so?
Really. Look, the brave brothers.
Drank themselves stiff as the boards they tore from the fence.
Wonder where the sister is. Couldn't protect her from a cheeky 4-year-old in their condition.
If they hadn't intervened, you'd have gone for a tumble in the hay with her. She was willing, if you ask me.
I wasn't in the mood. Would have resisted, tried to regain control.
I think you would have seized the opportunity.
I don't need opportunities like that.
Changed your style.
Let's say I've grown choosy.
You say that as if you've already picked.
'Cause I have. Guess who?
Claro. Os estáis alejando mucho de la boda.
Gorgeous.
Os estáis alejando un poco de la boda.
The one Vladimir planted on your lips with my lips. Just wondering if it would have felt any different without him there.
That I cannot tell you.
Only one way to find out.
Sí, pero ahora es Geralt. Y a la otra le mola más. No, o sea... No hay dudas. La señora no tiene dudas.
So, how'd it compare?
Definitely rather kiss you alone, of my own free will. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Vladimir was after more than a kiss. Said so openly, in fact.
All true. He was very direct, I'll give him that. Which, on occasion, has its advantages.
You're right. Can save a lot of time.
So, how do you stand today, Geralt? Have some time to waste with me? Or would you rather go back now?
Promised you this
Aprovechar.
night. Aim to keep my word. And I aim to be direct. Even more so than Vladimir.
Sounds interesting.
Interesting is what interesting does.
¿Ves esa casa? Te espero dentro. Al final la señora esta... ¿Ese es el bardo? ¿O se parece al bardo ese? El tragajuego.
Piers taken.
Got a feeling it's about to free up.
How did you know?
I'm clairvoyant.
Ah, bueno. Cuidado, Tiene el poder de ver el futuro.
Practically full.
Be ashamed to let it go to waste.
Besides, we leave it here, a very drunk person could find it. Drink themselves into even more trouble.
Ahí les daba igual las enfermedades, ¿sabes? Rollo, venga, vamos a beber de una botella que han bebido 700 personas. ¿Dónde está el problema? No lo veo. ¿Os vas a ir a mitad del lago? Yo no lo veo.
Row me to the moon.
Gotta fly to get to the moon.
You're dead wrong. Look, it's right there.
Para ser un lobo de sangre fría está algo calentón. Sí.
What are you doing?
What one usually does on the moon.
Qué guapo, el remo invisible que lleva. Guapísimo. No sé, iba a decir, no sé hasta qué punto la comodidad hay en la barca. No sé yo, Discrepo de la comodidad. Discrepo de la comodidad, Ahora lo que yo quiero saber al terminar esta misión es, ¿el pelo me lo va a dejar así o me va a poner el pelo que yo tengo? Yo me imagino a los actores con el traje este de movimiento teniendo que hacer estas escenas. O sea, rollo, tiene que ser súper incomodísimo. Que entiendo que es trabajo, pero... que es en plan, que tiene que ser súper incomodísimo, ¿sabes? Porque que lo veas en un juego dices, bueno, es gracioso, pero... en el otro tiene que ser súper incomodísimo.
Awake already?
For a while now. Did you know you've gained 27 new scars since we last saw each other?
Keeping count?
Mm-hmm. I do that sometimes.
Did we make it to the moon?
Forgotten already?
No, not the sort of thing you forget.
Exactly.
Me hace mucha gracia lo de la pintura del Joker. Es que es muy bueno.
I certainly won't forget that. And I definitely don't regret it. But I do need to sort it all out in my head. Alone.
Shawnee, wait. Before you go, need to ask you a favor.
Yes?
It's about OLGIERD. Seems a mysterious man. Can't escape the impression his story's more complicated than I thought. Could you look into it? See if you can learn something?
Sure. Be glad to.
Thanks. Be seeing you.
Yes. See you later, Geralt.
Ahora que lo pienso, ¿los subtítulos los puedo hacer más grandes? O sea, lo veo bien, me refiero, pero... Si los pudiese hacer un pelín más grandes, estarían genial. Pero creo que no se pueden hacer más grandes de lo que están. Creo. Vale, lo que sí quiero... Bueno, ahora me tocará cambiar seguramente todo. Vale, a ver, juego... No, ajustes. No, porque este es el tamaño de la interfaz. ¿Qué no me va a salir aquí lo de los subtítulos? Porque lo de los subtítulos, ¿dónde puede salir? ¿En sonido? No. Es que averigua tú dónde es ahora esto, ¿sabes? No sé dónde es. Da igual, no me va a dejar cambiarlo igualmente, o sea que... ...73. Pero las que tengo puestas son... Ah, vale, sí que dice que las que tengo puestas son las mías. Vale. Me he preocupado por un segundo. Vale, lo que sí voy a hacer es guardar. Y lo que voy a hacer es ir a completar la misión. Bueno, hablar con este para que me dé la siguiente y ya lo dejo. Lo dejo aquí y continúo o luego más tarde o mañana. A ver. Porque me gustaría también intentar quitar lo de la pintura facial. Porque lo de la pintura facial creo que es por el mod. Es que creo que es por el mod del Henry. Entonces quiero a ver si consigo quitar la marquita esa, por lo menos para que salga la marquita original. Así que voy a decirle al señor este que ya he completado la misión para que ahora me dé la siguiente misión y ya está. Y ya paramos.
Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
None.
Oh, yes. Forgot witches is sterile. Well, don't just stare at me. Tell me what brings you.
¿No le puedo dar la carta?
Vladimir sends his love.
You spoke to him? Impossible.
Did more than that. Fulfilled your wish. And talked to him extensively. Curious what he had to say? Fulfilled your wish. Your dead brother had himself one more day like those of old.
Very easy to say. But have you got any proof?
I do.
Vladimir's hand. It's unmistakable. You've done well, Witcher.
Claro, si tienes una prueba, eso...
Work on getting you Borsodi's house next.
Best of luck. Enjoy.
Ahora tenemos que conseguir lo de la casa. Ve la casa de subastas de los Borsodi. Madre mía. Vale, ahora sí, voy a guardar otra vez. Por si acaso. Por si acaso revienta, no por nada en especial. Y ya está. Y lo vamos a dejar por aquí. 3 horitas, está bastante bien. Lo único que he hecho, 2 misiones. O sea, desde que he entrado al DLC solamente he hecho 2 misiones en 3 horas. Y yo digo, guau, en 4 o 5 horas me lo paso. Sí. Es seguro. Así que pues nada, luego si eso, hacemos otras 2, 3 horitas. Y pues lo vamos viendo. Así que... Pues nada. Me despido, me voy un ratito. Así que...